I am messing around with YSFX, or basically Reaper's JSFX, which is a plugin system that you write in scripting form that allows you to mess with different types of things. And today, if your eye caught this immediately down here, pulsing back and forth, this is what we're going to mess with. This is a sine sweep generator that's available. The original code's available in Reaper. But we're gonna mess with its sounds a bit. I have it turned off right now in the audio, I guess in the audio track here. I have it turned off because it's sort of annoying at first. But you can actually literally see what it's doing in the filter here. It's going back and forth on the filter, so it's just a sine wave that's going up and down the spectrum. And that's basically all it's doing right now. And I have it cut off or filtered a bit because it gets really too high. And maybe maybe a little too ultra high for sensitive ears. Yeah. But you can actually see the amount of harmonics that are coming through on this when it's going through. It's like a little ghost. Kind of cool. So the code behind this, if we hit edit, we can see the code here that's generated. It's actually pretty simple. We have this slider that's in here, that in pin and out pin, and it's got positions, and depending on the slider, it's got the position, and then the actual cranking out the sound is this little sign here, for because it's basically a sine wave, so it's using some mathematics, and then it's using the C position, which gets generated, and then in increments for each one of those. And there are things that you can do to this code that will change the sound and make it sound kind of cooler or different. If you wanted to see what the C position is, you can see it right here of what it is. So it's around 4.5 ish, and so it's using the sine of it. If I'm not mistaken with this, you can see what the actual data that's coming across. So basically, it's going much like a modulator. It's starting with -1 and going all the way up to 0, and then 1. So if we put like an oscillator on here. That is really cool. So it's showing you the high spectrum oscillation, and then the lower it gets, the more stringed out it gets, and it's just going back and forth. So it's kind of a cool thing to watch. So like I said, we can do certain things like say plus RAND, and let's say 5, and then save it. And then we stopped it for some reason. Let's reload it. Oh, because that's not really good. I meant to hit 5. There we go. And we got static because basically it's doing a random type thing. So let's try. It's probably a good thing I'm filtering some of this. And you just heard the drop. It's still messing with stuff. So so I'm messing around with this, and I'm going, okay, well, let's take this cosine of C position. I think we're clipping. I think that's what that's showing. And look at that, we got two going. So we got partials. Okay. Let's turn this down. Go back to this file. And let's try adding in a couple more things, because we're getting some really interesting stuff going on here. The sound, not so much. And look at that. We have some clipping or some distortion. Maybe we're introducing a distortion type thing. Seems to be some nice random noise, which is kind of cool. Also, what I was doing is, I think, or what I want to do is, SPL 0 is left and SPL 1 is right, so you can actually literally mess with the positions. And that one's interesting because now the left, yeah, the left one has a different kind of sound or a thing than the right does. It's a little bit higher pitch, a little bit crazier, but let me turn this down. So realistically, what this is doing is this is going through, and sine waves are based upon this formula here, that's why this is working, and that's why we're seeing a sine wave, is that we're taking the mathematical formula and we're producing a sample or a position. And because the sine waves go up and down and stuff like that, we're actually emulating the speaker going back and forth, so we're getting the sound. So us messing around with the sine wave and messing around with the different values that are coming across, we're able to get different things, and we're able to actually have harmonics here. So realistically, depending on and we're doing even harmonics, and that's also kind of cool. So let's do odds on this side. All right, let's start it back up. Overall, pretty cool. So we have kind of a very large sound definition between the two, and we're actually generating some really interesting signatures here on there, but it's all sort of static. So what I was thinking of is that's the reason why I was trying to do the random. Um, so let's introduce another variable. Let's say um, count equals 0, and then what we're going to do is we're going to say plus rand, not rand. Okay, we can't use random. And we're gonna say, I think we could do a modulus on this, and then basically we're gonna count up to a certain point, and then we're gonna modulus something, and then we're gonna reset it. Or reset based upon like the in Bitwig there's a counter that resets itself every time. We're gonna try to do that. Or we can just do if count. Oh, that's right. Give me a second. I forgot conditionals on here are kind of weird. I think I got it. Count equals 1. All right, so this should count up all the way up to 5, reset on 5. And we broke it. How did we break it? Because probably did so. There we go. That's a heck of a sweep. All right, because the thing's so loud, I think we're gonna negative the count. Okay, this is all fun and games, but what I really need to do is I need to put in a ADSR here, and I need to go tools. Actually, I needed to put that on the. And this is audio, so I'm not getting anything from it. Let's convert this to instrument, if I can. There we go. It's not passing through. Interesting. Well, that's not going to work. Yeah. need to stop before this gets criminally bad. But at any rate, overall, pretty cool. Just messing around with some numbers here. You could probably come up with a lot of different combinations, and probably think a little bit more clearly than me on how to mathematically make this change. Basically, what you want to do is you want to make it not change so fast. We realistically want we don't want to move this up or down by count, and we don't want to make this change, but we do want to say that every maybe 500th 500th thing what we want to do is we want to change because this is like samples, so you get like you're supposed to like 44 thousandths of these per second, right? So you get a ton of these per second. So maybe even 1/1000th of a thing we want to change where the loop is going or where the sine wave is going, and change all these numbers. So let's use 2 loops. All right, one last thing before I go. So let's say counter equals 0. And then let's use counter here, and we say counter plus 2, say counter plus 4, we say counter plus 5, we say counter plus 9, and we say counter plus 3. All right, and then basically what we want is we want counter equal counter plus 1, so we're constantly going up. All right, that's half the transcape messing with this. Let's get the granular to stop. Let's get the thing to stop. Feels like the left side got shot. All right, does not like that. Overall, the oscilloscope looks kind of weird though. Very weird. And then our spectral kind of has this nice little wave going through. That's kind of cool. And there's something like right off the thing pulling up here. That's kind of cool. At any rate, I hope you liked the video. It's me. I wanted to see if I could actually add partials to a sine wave by hand through code. I just did the how to compile JSFX recently, and I figured I wanted to use it and show a little bit more coding on it and why this is useful in Bitwig. Any rate, I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing, and I will catch you later.